from Kids Food Basket. I'm the Family and School Engagement Coordinator here, and today I'm going to read City Green by DyAnne DiSalvo-Ryan here in our greenhouse. Perfect for St. Patrick's Day. There used to be a building right here on this lot. It was 3 floors up and down, an empty building nailed up, shut for as long as I could remember. My friend Miss Rosa told me Old Man Hammer used to live there. Some other neighbors too. But when I asked him about that, he only hollered, "Scram!" Old Man Hammer was as hard as nails. Last year, 2 people from the city came by, dressed in suits, holding papers, and they said this building is unsafe. It will have to be torn down. By winter, a crane with a wrecking ball was parked outside. Mama gathered everyone to watch from our front window. In 3 slow blows, that building was knocked into a heap of pieces. Then workers took a rubble away in a truck and filled the hole with dirt. Now this block looks like a big smile with 1 tooth missing. Old Man Hammer sits on his stoop and shakes his head. "Look at that old piece of junk land on a city block," Old Man Hammer says. "Once that building could have been saved, but nobody even tried." And every day when I pass this lot, it makes me sad to see it. Every single day. Then spring comes, and right on schedule, Miss Rosa starts cleaning out her coffee cans. Miss Rosa and I keep coffee cans outside of our windowsills. Each year we buy 2 packets of seeds at the hardware store. Sometimes marigolds, sometimes zinnias, and one time we even tried tomatoes. We go to the park, scoop some dirt, and fill the cans halfway. This time, Old Man Hammer stops us on the way to the park. "This good-for-nothing lot has plenty of dirt right here," he says. Then, all at once, I look at Miss Rosa, and she looks smiling back at me. "A lot of dirt," Miss Rosa says. "Like 1 big coffee can," I say. That's when we decide to do something about this lot. Quick as a wink, I'm digging away, already thinking of gardens and flowers, but Old Man Hammer shakes his finger. "You can't dig more dirt than that. This lot is city property." Miss Rose and I go to see Mr. Bennett. He works for the city. "I seem to remember a program," he says, "that lets people rent empty lots." That's how Miss Rosa and I form a group of people from our block. We pass around a petition that says, "We want to lease this lot." In less than 1 week, we had enough names. "Sign with us?" I asked Old Man Hammer. "I'm not signing nothing," he says. And nothing is what's gonna happen. But something did. The next week, a bunch of us take a bus to City Hall. We walk up the steps to the proper office, hand the woman our list. She checks it over, types some notes, and makes some copies. "That will be $1, please." We rented the lot from the city that day. It was as simple as that. Saturday morning, I'm up with the sun and looking at this lot. My mama looks out too. "Marcy," she says, and hugs me close. "Today I'm helping you and Miss Rosa." After shopping, Mama empties her grocery bags and folds them flat to carry under her arm. "Come on, Mrs. B," Mama tells her friend. "We're gonna clear this lot." Then, what do you know? But my brother comes along. My brother is tall and strong. At first, he scratches his neck and shakes his head just like Old Man Hammer. But Mama smiles and says, "None of that here." So all day long, he piles junk in those bags and carries them to the curb. Now, this time the day is early. Neighbors pass and see what we're doing. Most say we want to help too. They have a little time to spare. And then this one calls that one, and that one calls another. "Come on and help," I call to Old Man Hammer. "I'm not helping nobody," he hollers. "You're all wasting your time." Sour grapes, my mom'd say, and sour grapes is right. Just before supper, when we are good and hungry, my mama looks around. "Marcy," she says, "you're making something happen." The next day, the city dropped off tools like rakes and brooms and a dumpster for trash. Now there's even more neighbors to help. Miss Rosa, my brother and I say, "Good morning," to Old Man Hammer, but Old Man Hammer just waves like he's swatting a fly. "Why is Old Man Hammer so mean and cranky?" my brother asks. "Maybe he's really sad," I tell him. "Maybe he misses the building." "That rotten old building," my brother shrugs. "He should be happy the city tore down that mess." "Give him time," Miss Rosa says. "Good things take time." Mr. Bennett brings wood, old slats he saved, and nails in a cup. "I knew all along I saved them for something," he says. "This wood is good." Then Mr. Rocio from 2 houses down comes carrying 2 paint cans. "I'll never use these," he says. "The colors are too bright. But here, this lot could use some brightening up." Well, anyone can tell all the excitement that something is going on. And everyone has an idea what to plant. Strawberries, carrots, lettuce, and more. Tulips and daisies, petunias, and more. Sonny turns over the dirt with a snow shovel. Even Leslie's baby tries digging with a spoon. For lunch, Miss Rosa brings milk and jelly and bread and spreads a beach towel out where the junk used to be. By the end of the day, a fence is built and is painted as bright as the sun. Later, Mama kisses my cheek and closes my bedroom door. By the streetlights, I see Old Man Hammer coming down his steps, open the gate, walk past the back of the lot. He bends down quick, sprinkling something from his pocket and covering it with dirt. In the morning, I tell my brother, "Oh, Marcy," he says, "you're dreaming. You're wishing too hard." But I know what I saw, and I tell my mama, Old Man Hammer planted some seeds. Right after breakfast, I walk to the back of this lot, and there it is, a tiny raised bed of soil. It is neat and tidy, just like the rows we've planted. Now I know for sure that Old Man Hammer planted something. So I pat the soil for good luck, make a little fence, and keep the seeds safe. Every day I go for a look inside our garden lot. Other neighbors stop in too. One day, Mrs. Wells come by. "This right here is where my grandmother's bedroom used to be," she says. "That's why I planted my flowers right here." I feel sad when I hear that. With all the digging and planting and weeding and watering, I'd forgotten about the building that had been on this lot. Old Man Hammer lived here too. I go to the back where he planted his seeds. I wonder if this is where his room used to be. I look down, and beside my feet, some tiny stems are sprouting. Old Man Hammer's seeds are grown. I run to his stoop. "Come with me," I beg, tugging on his hand. "You'll want to see this." I walk past the hollyhocks, the daisies, the peppers, and the rows of lettuce. I show him the strawberries that I planted. And when Old Man Hammer sees his little garden bed, his sour grapes turn sweet. "Marcy, child," he shakes his head. "This lot was good for nothing, and now it's nothing but good." Soon summertime comes, and this lot really grows. It fills with vegetables and herbs and flowers. And way in the back, taller than anything else, is a beautiful patch of yellow sunflowers. Old Man Hammer comes every day. He sits in the sun, eats his lunch, and sometimes carries back with his supper. Nobody knows how the sunflowers came. Not Leslie, not brother, or Miss Rosa. Not Mr. Bennett or Sonny or anyone else. But Old Man Hammer just sits there, smiling at me, because we know whose flowers they are. The end.